Sports Podcast 2025 season award show starts now. Happy Monday, Vikings fans. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We got a fun one in store for you tonight. We're going to do a 2025 season award show. We're going to add a little fun twist to it. So me and Jamie both got a couple of whiteboards. If you guys have watched Good Morning Football, maybe you kind of know what this is like. So we're gonna bring up the list of some awards we're gonna do here. We're gonna go through them one by one. We do not know each other's answers. We're gonna bring up the awards. You can see below Jamie right there. Best rookie. We're each gonna write down our answer, show them at the same time, and then we're gonna each give our reasoning why. But anyway, before we get into that, Jamie, how are you doing this evening? And are you ready for this?
Yeah. I'm ready. I got my list. We'll show you guys which ones we're going to be doing. Doing pretty good. Obviously, you get a Packers L. This is always good. Obviously, it's against the Bears, but still always a plus there. And then hopefully Chicago loses this weekend. And then hopefully Seattle loses. I'm like total hater. I'm going total hater mode, right? I want, obviously, the Bears. Sorry, Sam Darnold. I'm rooting for you a little bit, but not enough for you to make us have the conversation for the rest of our lives about what happened there. So I hope you lose. Denver, fuck you, Bo Nix. And I'm sorry, Drake May. I like you. I know we didn't have a chance to get you, but I don't want you to win either. So I'm spiteful now. I'm at a point where I'm going to be a hater, and I want all the players that make us look bad to lose.
So Bills versus either Rams or Niners.
Bills versus Rams. Bills versus Rams or 49ers. Sounds good to me. What is going on, everybody? Like Casey said, we are going to do the award show. Also for this, we have a player who this past week got the first team All-Pro. So we have to bring him up, and that's why the reason why we're going to be doing another Will Reichard rookie card giveaway. The best kicker in the NFL right here, Will the Thrill Reichard. So get those hashtags goals in the comments, like the video, and subscribe if you have not already. All of that good stuff. But Casey, how about you, man? What's going on with you over there? How'd you feel about the playoff thing? Oh, one thing, this guy right here. Whoa.
Yep.
Baller. We can maybe we'll hit on that later, maybe, but what a beast.
What a beast. But yeah, no, it was good. I was on an ice fishing trip this past weekend. Watched the games on my phone. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. Got away from the reality of the world a little bit. Spent my weekend in an ice shack drinking, fishing, watching ball. Couldn't ask for much more.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Give me 1 second here. We'll jump right into this. I want to get a couple more people in here, see if that's possible. Let's do some comment shout outs here. We've got Big Raylin in here, 21 minutes early, live in 21 minutes. Let's go. FT Maddie, what's going on, my guys? Skull all bleeding purple. Hi, everyone. Welcome, men bleeding purple. Skull, my fellow perps. I'm going to run for governor of Minnesota shithole. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what side everybody's on, but I'm like,
well, let's not find out and let's just move past it. We don't talk politics here. We just talk ball.
Yeah.
We talk the politics of football around here.
Yeah. It's a mess on every side over there. So I don't live there right now. I live in Colorado where still a lot of stupid shit happens, I think. What's going on, Barber, in the building? Let's go. Again, everybody, award show today. We're going to let you all know. And definitely when we go through all these, so I'm going to bring this up actually right now. And when we go through all of these, I definitely want you all to give us your opinions. Well, give me your opinion why Casey's pick was completely ass and mine was great. And then give me which one you would have chosen.
Yeah, sure. We'll just go with that.
Why is there it is. Okay. These are the awards that we are going to do. Also, if you guys just pop up and have any other random ones, you can throw them in there. We can probably do them after we're done with this. But these are the ones that we came up with right now. Starting in order, as you can see in the bottom right corner, starting with best rookie, Best Free Agent Edition, Comeback Player of the Year, Most Improved Player, Breakout Player of the Year, Unsung Hero Award, Iron Man Award, Special Teams Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Game Changer Award, Clutch Player of the Year, Play of the Year, specific Play of the Year, and Game of the Year MVP. So this is going to be a two-parter, actually, Casey. We're going to do for Game of the Year MVP. We're going to do which player had the single best game of the season, and also which game do you think was the best of the year?
Okay. Interesting.
And then Heart Attack Player of the Year, most disappointing of the year, and somehow I forgot obviously the most important one, and that is MVP of the Vikings team this season. So as you all have seen here, we're going to run through each one. Like Casey already mentioned, we got these whiteboards here. So we're going to write our answers on this and show them at the same time, all that good stuff. And I don't know, see who's I always want things to be competition. And this ain't really a competition, but I wish it kind of was. All good though. All good. Anyways, before we jump into there, let me check real quick. The best rookie was easily Donovan Giants, best free agent. Oh, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. One at a time.
Yeah,
one at a time.
Let us just pump the brakes. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah, we'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this thing rolling, huh?
Yeah, I think
Starting with best rookie.
All right. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Heads up. I mean, Casey says his handwriting's trash, which it's actually not bad. Mine's actual trash. So
yeah. All right. So if you're ready, on 3, we flip.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of whatever I had going on here. Okay.
All right. You ready? And I feel like ours is gonna be different on this one because I went a little off the board. Ready?
I did
3,
not
2,
go
1.
off the board.
I went Miles Price.
You did. Oh,
I like that one.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Hey, I'm not like backwards to you, right?
No,
not mirrored.
I can read it.
Mine
I can read it
at least on my side.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I went Miles Price because look, this team has not had a decent punt returner since Marcus Sherrills, and all he did this year in his rookie year, mind you, came in 8.5 yards per return punts on punt returns, 188 total, 26.2 yards per return on kick returns, 892 yards total, including a 61-yarder that came in that came at a huge moment. I mean, I just think, like, obviously, yes, we needed interior offensive linemen for a long time. But to me, Miles Price, I mean, Donovan Jackson, obviously the first round pick, he's going to be the most notable, plus no other draft picks really did anything. So I dug a little deeper on this one and went with Miles Price. I just think we have found our long-term punt returner because the dude and punt and kick returner because the dude's shifty. And at some point, he might even be able to contribute on offense as well.
Yeah. On my side, I do like that. Obviously, when it comes to Donovan Jackson, because I was kind of thinking Miles Price a little bit, but I was like, yeah, but he kind of a guy that gets more playing time and makes more of an impact every game. I mean, more of an impact probably. Which if I was like Donovan Jackson, if I was to just give him a grade in general, I'd give him a B. I think like just a solid B.
I would agree with that.
So obviously, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no other competition from the actual draft outside of, I guess, Ty Ingram Dawkins was probably the closest we had there. And I mean, Felton, obviously from a wide receiver standpoint, we didn't get to see much, but from special teams as a gunner, like he flashed at times himself. So
yeah, for sure. So Miles Price, Donovan Jackson, our picks for rookie of the year. All right. Moving on to best free agent edition. All righty. This one, there is some options here for sure. So whenever you're ready.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
You don't need to write a novel here, just a name.
Woo! Okay.
All right, ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1. I think we're both on the same page here. Eric Wilson. Yep, I think that's 100% fair. You look, a guy that came in was kind of figured to be a backup. I mean, coming into the season, Ivan Pace, yes, coming off a down year, a lot of people still viewed him as the favorite. Mainly, you're bringing Wilson in for depth and special teams prowess. All he did was come in, have 60 solo tackles, 6.5 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles. When you needed him to make a big play, he made a big play. Huge addition to this defense, and one of the main reasons why this defense was as dominant as it was, especially at a linebacker spot where we are pretty limited on talent there.
Yeah, another guy that just out of nowhere. There's always a guy I feel like that makes his team out of nowhere. Like someone that's played on this team, was a special teams ace at the time, goes to Green Bay, starts some games there, but you kind of just forgot about him, other than like you'd still would hear about him on special teams, and comes back here and looks like that. I mean, he had a star season. I thought he had a star season. Like he's arguably could have been the most consistent defender on this entire team. And I know someone brought up, I don't know if it's true, but someone brought up like that he would cost around like $4.5 million or something. If that's the fucking case, bring him back.
Yeah. I think it was 4.5 was like his market value. Yeah, easily.
Yeah, if that's
easily.
the case, I would take
find a way to get that again, to definitely get that done. But either way, so yes, finally, for number 2, we both agree on. We both go Eric Wilson. Moving on to number 3.
Hold on, before we go here, we got Jordan Mason. Of course, Riley would say that, but I like Wilson. Hope we can re-sign him. Yeah, for sure. Comeback player of the year. This one might ruffle some feathers because
I have a really interesting one for this.
Okay, mine's not very interesting at all. It's mostly.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and go. I have Ryan Wright. And you got JJ. Okay. See, now that one is the one I was thinking of, but I just didn't. I mean, at this point, we haven't really seen enough. Plus, he missed some games. Christian Darrisaw was another one I was thinking of. But I mean, with the way that his season kind of went, it's tough for me to put him in that spot. I just look at Ryan Wright, right? Like last year, a lot of people were dogging on him. Came off a pretty rough season when he started off his career pretty hot. Like he was literally one bad snap away. Was it Oscar Chapman? Was that the international pathway free agent tryout guy we had? We were literally one botched hold away from a Will Reichard preseason field goal from Ryan Wright, not even being on this team, right? And all he did was came out and put up honestly one of his better seasons so far. And I mean, so that's why for me, like it was like there really wasn't any players that came back from injury that played the whole season and were dominant. But I kind of like the idea of like Ryan Wright in this spot. Just I mean, again, he was literally one preseason bad hold of Oscar Chapman away from maybe not even being on this team.
Comeback player of the year, Nick. JJ would be, but he gets hurt all the time and misses too many games. I agree with right. Yeah. That's the thing is I was kind of stuck on because if I was going to say I was kind of stuck on just, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like if it was the real comeback player of the year, it has to be a guy who's injured or whatever. I know we kind of asked for Sam Darnold last year. Ryan Wright, I'm like, yeah, he had some good kicks, but I wasn't that impressed, honestly. If I was to go outside of like an injury thing, I would have probably went with Eric Wilson again. I mean, we've already talked about it. Like he was, I mean, what did we even pay him to even be here? He's coming off backup special teams A's. That's the reason kind of why we brought him in, and he comes in and has the best season of his career, not let alone like a season nobody expected out of him. So I would have probably picked him if that was the case. JJ McCarthy, though, because this is the reason with JJ McCarthy. I mean, yes, the injury thing, like you brought up Darrisaw. Darrisaw's injuries were definitely annoying. JJ McCarthy's is annoying, but with JJ McCarthy, I mean, second youngest, basically almost tied with the youngest quarterback in the NFL, misses the entire season, comes back and yes, has a rough start to his NFL career or whatever. In my opinion, I think he finished strong. I do think, I don't know. There wasn't a ton of options there, but I do think to me, JJ McCarthy came back from an injury. And in my opinion, he showed enough to me at the end of the year that I think he can be that guy. The injury thing is concerning, but yeah. I mean,
time will tell.
If you end up having to pick Ryan Wright, you know that there isn't a lot of options here.
Yeah, and that's exactly. So that's why I figured to go a little bit outside the box.
I ain't put no McCarthy. Dude, McCarthy, I don't know. I still think people are not giving McCarthy nearly enough. Like when you go look at his last 4 games on like any statistic things, he's like near the top in almost all the categories except for maybe yards, but he's still up there. So that's the thing is like people, I feel like people need to like, I don't know, let the early season go a little bit, but hey, you be you. Now this is going to be most improved.
All right, most improved. You ready?
No.
I have a feeling we might have the same answer here. 3, 2, 1. On Dallas Turner.
No, I went Jalen Redmond.
I like that one. Look, in my mind, I just thought with Dallas Turner, he went from a season where a lot of people are calling him a bust. A lot of people are saying that there wasn't enough, didn't see enough of him. A lot of people saying we should have drafted Jared Verse. Not really realizing the type of role that they were having him play in this defense. And he was solid having to drop back into coverage. But of course, it's the sack numbers everyone wants to talk about. Jumped up to 8 sacks this year, 4 forced fumbles. There was a 4-game stretch where he was absolutely just absolutely dominant on this team here. So I had to give it to Dallas Turner, just mainly because of the pedigree of what he was and what he finally started to do this year at, again, a really young age.
Yeah, and he popped in my head, but it's hard for me not to go Redmond. I mean,
sure. Yep.
You go grab a guy from this XFL, right? Correct. XFL brings him on the team, flashes last year. So he comes in as probably like the top rotation guy behind. Obviously, you go get Jonathan Allen, you go get Hargrave, you go spend this money on 2 guys who used to be 2 of the better defensive interior guys in the NFL. You still have Phillips on the team at the time, and you were so impressed with Redmond that you make you trade Phillips away, and Redmond comes in and not only steps up to become your best defensive interior guy on this team, arguably the best defensive player on this team in general this season. So yeah, I mean, as far as most improved goes, I mean, who would have thought that, especially for me and you, who have been mocking defensive interior guys for like 3 years, to find out that Redmond would really come up top the way he did. And now, well, we're going to have to make a contract with him this offseason too. So hopefully that gets done, but yeah.
Well, but I mean, I don't know if you saw that. I believe it was Alec Lewis, or I think it might've been Vikings fan page tweeted it earlier in I think like late or mid last week, that he's going to be back here. I believe he's like, what are they like an exclusive rights free agent. So like, I think we're the only team at this point that can offer him a contract extension because of how we got him here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's basically what was said on KFan, I believe, is that he will be, as long as they want him and give him money, he will be back here.
Nice.
And there's no,
Yep. And obviously that's huge. That like now, even though, because Jonathan, we still need one now, even though like with FT Matty, I was impressed with LDR for his. I thought he improved a lot this season too, but it wasn't the same level as Redmond.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
all right. So that was our most improved player. Let us know if you guys agree. Moving on to breakout player, and this one's interesting. I have an interesting one for this.
I don't. Mine's not very interesting. I feel like I didn't. There's one that I think is going to be interesting, and it's just kind of a stupid. I got a couple interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But one's kind of just a stupid thing. Yep. Oh, I thought you were showing me the back of your board.
Go. Redmond again. Okay. I went the different Jalen this time, and I went Jalen Naylor. Yeah. So look, Jalen Naylor coming into this year, we're talking about Addison. We're talking about, we already have Addison. We bring in Ty Felton. Miles Price starts to pop and stuff. Jalen Redmond gets the hand injury, struggles a little bit in preseason. You had some certain wishy-washy jumping back and forth Twitter pages out there. I'll let you guys figure out which one that is. Yellow emblem or yellow logo, by the way. One of those guys saying Jalen Naylor's ass. He sucks. Get him off this team. And Jalen Naylor for early on in the season, outside of Justin Jefferson, was our most consistent wide receiver on this team. Now the numbers not going to blow you away, right? 444 yards, which is a little bit more than he had last year. 4 touchdowns, 2 less. But the guy came in for a guy that could not catch the football. So, quote unquote, in training camp and going into the season, plus a guy that came in with a hand injury, he had to get surgery on. That is a damn good season for a guy who was in a contract year and needed to play well. And now you're looking at a guy who a lot of people thought was even going to make this team. Now reports are out there he's going to get pretty significant money to probably go play elsewhere. So I thought Jalen Naylor had a great season when we needed a receiver to step up especially when Addison was missing time. He did that this year, but
Yeah.
unlike last year, he did it consistently throughout the season and came up with some big clutch catches as well.
Right. Only thing that pissed me off about the Patriots game was watching Bradbury actually block. Yeah. Well, we get to see Ed Ingram do that tonight, so that would be fun. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Do you think they will trade? So when it comes to Naylor, he proved me wrong this season 100%. I wasn't confident he was wide receiver 3, but even though he did show up the way he did, and you do see that chemistry with McCarthy, I'm sorry, I don't think he touches Jordan Addison in talent, in my opinion. I think I don't view Jalen Naylor as a legit, like a high end number 2. Could he be a lower end number 2 somewhere? Maybe, but that's kind of where I'm at with him, even though he really impressed me. My thing with Redmond, I mean, I gave him the most improved player. It's hard for me not to give. I mean, I called him one of arguably the best defender this season. 6. I mean, what did he ended up having? I mean, he's defensive interior. He ended up with 6 sacks. He came in 3rd in PFF overall PFF grade within defense behind Jonathan Grenard and Isaiah Rodgers. He had 10 quarterback hits, and not just that, man. There's just almost every game there's one play where he either just smoked a running back, or just got in the backfield and smoked a running back, or got in the backfield and created a pressure. And it was just so obvious that he did it, and he was just making plays. So it's hard for me. I know it's like the same players or whatever, but it's hard for me to not give him comeback or breakout player of the year and most improved player of the year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I had him in the in the running as well, but maybe he's out there for me for bigger and better things. We'll find out as we go through here.
Hey, you never know with I forgot to put it out there.
Yeah.
You never know that with this next one, Unsung Hero. Already got mine down.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You went with Naylor. I like that.
This is where I went with Naylor.
Okay. Mine, Will Fries, mainly just because, I mean, I get it. We paid him a lot of money to come here. I mean, coming off a significant leg injury, did not perform the way we wanted him to. But the one thing you can say about Will Fries, he played every game, and you knew what to expect from him, especially this year, first year in a new offense, losing the center playing next to him. But outside of that, he was the only offensive lineman that was able to play every single game this year. So again, was he great? No. But I think that's kind of what makes him an unsung hero, that he just, I mean, it wasn't perfect. It was kind of an L of free agent addition for now. We still have 4 more years with him at some decent money. But the fact that he stayed healthy all year long, I like that one. Yeah.
No, that one's pretty good. Obviously, again, I feel like I wish we would have saw more from him than we got. But yeah, he's a guy that like people kind of giving him crap, like, oh, you're not paying him as much or he's not really like living up to what you've paid him, like the highest guard money in history, whatever it is. But like you said, he's the only one that stayed healthy the entire year. Brian O'Neill mostly did, but not the way Will Fries is, especially coming off an injury is big. I mean, you already did all the talking for me when it came to Jalen Naylor coming up in big moments. That's like when you say breakout player of the year, I would say he's a breakout player for like a wide receiver 3. That's a hard part for me. I'm like, a breakout player. I'm like, I don't know. I like to see a bigger impact than that. But as unsung hero goes, the Lions game. I mean, or even was it the Cowboy? Yeah, the Cowboys game when he's running to the left. Like it was just big moments, big throws, catching pretty much everything he needed to at the right time. He was the guy who, on the opposite of JJ McCarthy when JJ McCarthy was playing clutch. So yeah, that's why I got Jalen Naylor. I do think he is kind of like the unsung hero of this offense here. And
yeah, I like that one. I like it.
But I'm going.
I'm going to go with Blake. True. Oh, Blake. I like that one too. I like that one. And again, like if they're unable to find a free agent center or get one in the draft, I think Blake Brandel at the very least could step in next year and start the season at center. Now, is he going to be elite? No, but he was damn good for what he was asked to do.
Yep. All right. Going to Iron Man here. I'll talk first, but we'll both show at the same time because I had a real hard time with this one, or not a really hard time. I ended up going with just a stat on this one, but one player I think I almost would have wanted to go with.
Ready, go.
Who'd you go with? Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
So I was stuck between I was gonna go Will Fries, and then I was gonna go with. I was thinking Justin Jefferson as well. The reason why I went with Murphy is he played the most snaps on this team by almost 100 snaps. So that's it. I just kept it easy. I'm like, no, what? I'm just gonna go with the guy who played the most snaps, and he did, even though obviously, you know, he didn't really live up to his thing. But that's not what Iron Man Award's about.
Yeah, and I will Justin Jefferson because, yes, again, played every game this year, and the dude went through some absolute garbage, right? And I think for me, this is more of just an attitude kind of off the field award when I give it to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I mean, again, played every game, which is huge, especially when he was dealing with a little hamstring issue in the preseason, which really held him McCarthy's chemistry back and put it back way later than it should have been. But the amount of stuff that he had to put up with, I got to give him a ton of credit for all that, and that's why he's my Iron Man. Like, he didn't flinch. He could have started talking shit about his quarterback situation, about the team. Could have asked for a trade, but he stuck through it all. And that to me, what makes him the ultimate Iron Man is he plays through a bunch of shit. Yeah,
and I like that. And I was thinking about adding just like best teammate type of one or something like that. I ended up not doing it.
Award.
Yeah, guy just like overall, like Now on to the next one, and that is Special Teams Player of the Year.
I like this one for me. I really do. I really do. So again, it's gonna be like what? How? Bigger and better things. Bigger and better things. 1, 2, 3, go.
Vanilla.
I got Andrew DePaula.
You are
the only other All-Pro on the Minnesota Vikings. The dude plays every single game. Really good long snapper. No bad snaps on punts or kicks. A big part of this operation as it comes to special teams. And I already used Miles Price. I already used Ryan Wright. Will the Thrill is coming. But for this one, I did have to go with Andrew Paul.
Yeah, I don't care if I have the same player twice. I'm just going to do it. Will the Thrill, I mean, don't get me wrong, Miles Price is good, but Will the Thrill, literally first team All-Pro, should have missed only one kick. People are saying that second miss also hit camera line or whatever. I don't know, cable or whatever. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But still, broke the record for the most 50-yard field goals in a single season. Just nails, didn't miss a single extra point. I mean, I'm sorry, Miles Price, but Will the Thrill, he's the best kicker in the NFL. There's nothing else you can say. Miles Price, I love Miles Price. I'm so happy what he's done. But like FT Matty kind of mentioned earlier, there's still some of those spots where, he was fumbling or, it's just more mental mistakes for a young kick returner or whatever. He could turn it, hopefully those kinds of things go away. But yeah, I got to go with Will the Thrill on this one.
Yeah.
I can't believe he didn't go to the Pro Bowl.
Pretty damn obvious. But who cares? When it comes to, at the end of the day, when it comes to Hall of Fame voting, when you get there, All Pros trump Pro Bowls literally all the time. So first team All Pro is pretty damn impressive, especially when there's some other kickers out there that are bigger names like Brandon Aubrey and Cam Little kicking those long balls. But Will the Thrill, about as consistent as they come. All right, moving on to Defensive Player of the Year. And this, for me, you'll see, finally makes the cut for an award. 3, 2, 1, go. I got Jalen Redmond for this.
I got Jalen Redmond.
We're both in the same boat. Now, we've talked ad nauseum about Jalen Redmond. Just look, we bring in, like you said, bring in high-priced free agents, and this guy comes out and outperforms both of them. And he's solid in the run game and the pass game. I mean, how many sacks did he end up having this last year?
6
sacks. And you and I would point out watching the games together, just the amount of run plays where he is sitting behind the offensive line waiting for the running back, and basically the running back lands right in his arms. Like, just
and he just destroys his guy too. Like,
for a guy that was the XFL, kind of guy to make his way to the NFL. I mean, there's a lot of big, high-paid names on this team, but Jalen Redmond not by far, because Eric Wilson's up there too, but Jalen Redmond was easily the most consistent.
Yeah, dude, I'm with. Obviously, I did the same thing I already talked about. 6 sacks. 12. I didn't mention this last time because he had 62 total tackles, 12 tackles for a loss, and 8 quarterback hits. I think he was the most consistent guy. And like, if I was to pick another one, I would have went with Eric Wilson. And there's other guys too, like Jonathan Grenard, If he played the full season, it would have been hard to go away from him. You got Andrew Van Ginkel, but both those guys had injuries. And these are the two that stayed healthy throughout the entire season and stayed consistent through the entire season. It'd be cool if we could go with like Harrison Smith or something, but he's another guy that was playing pretty consistent, just not at the same level as those guys at this point in his career.
For sure. All right, moving on to the big one. The people like talk about offensive player of the year.
What did I do with my freaking? There it is. Offensive player of the year.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Oops.
All right.
Yep. Three, two, one.
I figured you'd do that. I was thinking about it. I already used them earlier. I'm going.
You can't do Jordan Mason.
To me,
I
knew you do JJ, which is why I want to do Mason. I just think this offense was at its best when Kevin O'Connell leaned into the run game, and when we really got that going. And Jordan Mason, free agent we brought in here, traded for him and extended him 758 yards, 4.8 yard per carry, and I believe what he had like 4 touchdowns, something like that. Again, nothing incredibly explosive, but this offense was at his best when the run game was working. And the run game was working when Jordan Mason was in there. Aaron Jones, bless his heart, man, great leader, had a great year last year, a little dinged this year. So that really kind of plays into this a little bit. But I gotta give it to Jordan Mason, man. I mean, I just think what he did for this offense, especially when Kevin O'Connell decided to use him properly, was huge. And that's when JJ McCarthy played the most comfortable then.
Yeah, dude. And that makes sense. Jets have more playoff wins. The Vikings pathetic. I mean, that is pretty pathetic. Even though they're we've never seen such a trash can of a team in a long time. Elo, you sure don't want you don't want to go. You sure you don't want to go with your boy Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones had a lot of injuries, and I don't know. The thing is, when it came to Jordan Mason, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was expecting more from him. He had some solid times or whatever, but I wouldn't say I don't think he played more often than Aaron Jones, but I think Aaron Jones probably made more of an impact when he was on the field, in my opinion. So, and I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of with you, Nick, where I was kind of thinking that there was a chance that Mason would straight up take over the running back position, especially when Jones is on the field, but Jones also came in and had some big plays. And if I was to do a teammate of the year award, he would have probably been my second choice behind Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he couldn't. Yeah,
I mean, Justin Jefferson, that was pretty damn self-explanatory, though. I mean, the dude is easily the best player on this team, right? And even in a down year, still, again, had 1,000 yards, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, what was here? Give me a second here before we move on here. I need to go check. I'm going to match up Aaron Jones' stats with Jordan Mason real quick, because that is true that Aaron Jones also is part of the passing game, unlike Jordan Mason, which does need to be accounted for. Let's see here. Oops. Oh man, my computer's being slow. Okay. So let's see here. So Jordan Mason. You hear me? Casey?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Jordan Mason, this last season, 750 rushing yards, 4.8 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns, 14 receptions for 51 yards. Aaron Jones, 548 yards, 4.2 yards per carry. So Jordan Mason wins that spot. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns, but he had, it's pretty close. 31 catches, 199 yards. Jordan Mason did end up just getting more playing time. So it was close, but I would just say there's some big impactful plays that at least a couple games where Aaron Jones really came up in here. Hey, what's going on, Darren? Don't do him like that. Must be great if you could catch. I like Jordan Mason. I like him, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't I thought he would have, and it could be the O-line or whatever. It's fair. But I was hoping to get more out of him than we did. Justin Jefferson, though, obviously, especially towards the end of the year, and we talked about the Iron Man award and just him as a teammate and things like that. And I know he's chasing 1,000 yards, but man, he really showed his talent when we forced him the ball short, and he was making players miss in his run after the catch and going through players. And he just shows why he is so special for this team. And for a year, we're off, and he got over 1,000 yards, obviously. And for a year where the offense wasn't doing good, I mean, it's hard to not pick him as the best player on this year on this offense, which unfortunately just really doesn't say a lot this year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's tough to find any like big time offensive award winners in this because the offense was just so meh. I mean, worse than meh all year long. But,
right. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. We are giving away another Will the Thrill card. I was going to mention it when I did the Special Teams Player of the Year, but Will the Thrill card, get the hashtag skulls in the comments, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff here. Keeping on rolling, Game Changer. Who is the game changer, aka who is the guy who makes a big play at, I don't know, pivotal points? Casey was asking me this too. My idea of a game changer is a guy like, I don't know, momentum's changing, whatever. He makes a big play, whether that's a big catch or a big sack, that kind of just moves the momentum towards the Viking side. And
this one's tough. I'm kind of thinking of this one on the fly here.
I got this one.
You know what? I had one. I'm changing it.
Ooh, it's changing it. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Okay.
And this wasn't like super consistent all year long. I'm thinking kind of more near the end of the year when we started to rack up some wins. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay. We're on the same page there.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, near the end, especially near the end of the season when we started racking up those wins, like how many times on defense was a big play made and Andrew Van Ginkel was involved, right? I mean, how many of the turnovers against in that Lions game on Christmas was Van Ginkel involved in? Like, look, yes, we understand a little dinged up early on with what sounded like a neck injury, but when he came back, he kind of picked up where he left off. I mean, and even and quarterbacks would pump that little screen pass on his side and then stop because they see him there.
Right.
Like the dude is just, he is literally all over the place on this defense.
Dude, such a stud. And another guy, I mean, you could have maybe went Harrison Smith here, because similar thing towards the end of the year, he was just making those big impactful plays, being in the right place at the right time. But Andrew Van Ginkel is just something else. There's no one on this team that is just wowing and cutting passes and almost got a pick six like we asked for every single week, and he was getting the interceptions, and then he almost could have had one, but he has, McLaurin tracked him down. Like, that was going to be a tough one. But the thing with him is he's still. So how many games did he end up playing? He missed some earlier on, but he still finished the season with 7 sacks, 1 interception that almost was a pick six, 10 pass defenses. What else? And 54 total tackles. I don't know. And you obviously, anyone that watches the game, just see like the timing of his play. What game was it? There was one game where I don't remember, where he did make a huge play. Fuck, what was it?
Was it Detroit? Christmas?
Was it Detroit? There's one that was like it was that huge momentum changing play. It might have been Dallas even.
Maybe. But
Maybe Dallas.
I
don't know. He always does.
There's a lot of them. And then like Eric Wilson was my runner up just because of the impact he had with the timely sacks.
Let's go. Keep it on rolling here. Yeah, Andrew Van Ginkel, absolute stud. Going to the next one, and that is going to be, what is it?
Clutch
player of the year.
I just switched mine, by the way.
Huh?
I just switched mine on the fly.
You did?
The more I thought about this today, I thought I had this written down actually. Then I realized I didn't. I went a different option, but I'm going back to this one.
This is the easiest one of the fucking. I don't care what anybody says.
Ready? Yep, I agree. I mean, look,
come on.
I mean, I understand you're going to look at his full season worth of stats, whatever, the amount of games
you're not paying attention.
That's fine. But first game in Chicago, huge fourth quarter, clutch moment. Other game against Chicago, won us the game. Special teams loses us the game.
Right.
Against Detroit when he came back from his ankle, the clutch throw to Jalen Naylor, and he had a couple other dimes that game as well. Like, yes, people want to look at the bad with him, but you do got to go back to JJ McCarthy and be like, man, in some of these big time end of game situations, he made the play to end the game.
Yeah,
and it's you got to give him that at the very least. Like, the dude is able to just turn it on when he needs to at times when he's 100% healthy.
Yeah, and Nick, no, I don't get how you're even saying this, Nick. I mean, he literally, no quarterback has ever did what he did in the fourth quarter against the Bears. And it even, like, regardless of what you think of JJ McCarthy and how he played early, the fact that he would just step up when it really mattered pretty much every single time, even if he was shit the rest of the game. I mean, that's a definition of clutch. And that's the reason why I'm like, it blows my mind that so people are ready just to toss him aside, especially how he ended the year and played well there. Because for a guy that was getting all the scrutiny, was getting beat up, playing hard defenses, and still stepping up when it mattered. What he did to Detroit with that throw to Jalen Naylor was just fucking ice. Like, how many, there's not a lot of rookie quarterbacks out there or first-year quarterbacks that have made the clutch plays that JJ McCarthy did in this season, even if you call the rest of it trash.
Yeah. And Will Reichard, he was actually the choice I switched from. Yes, big-time kicks. Yes, long kicks. Yes, kicks in big-time situations. But he has yet to have like a walk-off game winner type kick. He has yet to have one of those. So,
which wasn't really his fault.
Right. Well, for sure. But I mean, I love me some Will Reichard. The dude is, I mean, obviously I had in my notes, dude just doesn't miss. That's pretty damn clutch. But the more I thought about it, I had to go JJ McCarthy on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like, he's like, you can say what you can about him, but one thing I would say about JJ McCarthy is, even if you thought the whole season was bad, and I already said it before, but I'm like, that's just that, like, he has that clutch gene. He has the clutch gene. He has it. But obviously you need more than that. You need to be able to play good for all fourth quarters. You can't just play good at the end, but it's a good fucking start if you play well when the game matters. Cause I think we'll see what happens with Sam Darnold this week, but Sam Darnold and the Kirk Cousins, like those type of things who don't step up in those situations. That's a big difference between this young kid that's JJ McCarthy.
For sure.
So I don't even know. I just like, he was clutch. He's clutch.
For sure.
I think he's definitely clutch.
Yep.
Keeping on going though. Play of the year. Yeah, play of the year. So a single play.
All right, I got mine.
Hold on.
This one was just dirty.
I know. I kind of was like trying to remember some plays here, but I got. Let me see. Hold on. Here, I'm just gonna do this. I can explain it without writing down the whole thing. Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay. I got the JJ McCarthy touchdown run versus Dallas. I mean, that play was fucking sick. Like the sell on the fake handoff.
I love that.
Grittying into the end zone. Just like they said, and I'm on a little mini JJ McCarthy run here. Like Chris Collinsworth said, like, this is why these guys don't want to. This is why this team doesn't want to give up on JJ McCarthy, because this is what he is, an athlete who has a little bit of flair to him. Now, did that get annoying during training camp from what we heard? Sure, probably. I get that young kid, too much enthusiasm for the doldrums of training camp, but I don't know. The dude's got some flair, and I don't know. That touchdown to me was just sick. I mean, the fake, how well he sold it, getting into the end zone. I love it. I love it.
That was really, really good. And I do like Maddie's as well with Addison sweep that ended up being a touchdown. Mine, Isaiah Rodgers against Cincinnati Bengals, already had a pick six. My top play from him was already had a pick six. The strip sack, picks up the own ball and runs his second touchdown in. I mean, that's a defensive play that you will barely ever see, is someone force a fumble, pick up his own fumble and take it to the house. Not to mention, he also had, not on that play, but this year, the fastest recorded time in NFL history. But that play, insane. Like, you can't even, like, you just never see a play like that before. But looking into it, your JJ McCarthy one, that one was just, I mean, there was just, it was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
For sure. All right. So now,
right.
explain the next one to me then. So it's game of the year MVP, right? And
Yep.
then game of the year, two separate ones.
So yeah, who do you think had the single best game of the year? And then what did you think was the best game of the year?
Okay, got it. So we'll start with a game of the year MVP.
Are you going to write one name at a time? And then we'll go back and do the next one? Or did you put
I was
both
gonna
answers
do
on
the
it?
game of the year MVP first, then we'll do the game of the year.
Okay.
After. Yep.
All right.
All right. And I think I'm going to match yours from last time. Isaiah Rodgers. I mean, Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, got 3 turnovers, scored twice. I believe at the time, it might have changed after, but at the time had a perfect, like the only ever perfect PFF score or something like that. I mean, looking at this season that was pretty down most of the year, like I don't know how you can't look at that one and just say that was like one of the best individual performances that not only we have seen, but the NFL saw this year, especially from a defensive player.
Yeah. I mean, I've already kind of threw my thought on it, but yeah, I mean, it might have been the best defensive play game like ever. Like legit, it might have been the best ever for a defensive player. So it's hard not to go with that one. Obviously, the offense didn't have like you could have, and I know people hate this, but you could have maybe put even McCarthy when he won NFC Player of the Week, week 1 in the fourth quarter, what he did against the Bears. But obviously, the rest of the game wasn't great for him. So there's no question in my mind. You have to go Isaiah Rodgers there.
Yeah.
And as far as game of the year,
well, I'm not ready for the game of the year yet. See, I'm between two, and I saw yours. I assume that's the second one that you're going with.
What's that?
I assume that's the second of that game that you're going with for game of the year.
Yeah. So this is just game of the. What was my fit? What did I think was the best game this season?
I have 2 options. I'm gonna go with this one though. I'm gonna take this one. All right, ready?
Yep. Go.
I'm going Bears week 1.
Dang, I'm going Lions. The first time we beat them, not the second time we beat them.
And I just think that Bears game week 1 was just how the season's gone. Like so much disappointment, just a shot of excitement. And again, like I'm not giving up on McCarthy yet. And I just think that game kind of showed you everything that kid could be all at once, right? Like you see the struggles when he's not put in good situations, but you just see when he's playing free and playing his type of football, how amazing, how good it can go. And just the fact that first game of the year at Soldier Field against a team like Chicago, who ended up winning a bunch of those late time heroic type games, I had to go with that one. I had to go with that one for sure. And I mean, obviously the Dallas game's in there. I was going to go with maybe the first Detroit Lions game as well. That was my runner up, but I just felt like that Bears game was just kind of something special to start the year. Now, sure, it was downhill after that, but I like the way that one.
The Commanders one was really good. Like if I was going to pick, this isn't like the best game because obviously like you just go whoop the team's ass, which obviously seeing McCarthy play super well that game as well as what the defense did. That was our best overall game. Honestly, one of the best overall games we've seen in a long ass time. But the Lions game, like everything that it meant, like Carson Wentz going down, everything, the McCarthy, train was kind of dying for sure at this point. It got worse, but was dying. He's coming off his injury, going to the Lions.
You meant the first Lions game?
Yeah, the first Lions game to away game to the Lions. When at this time, anyways, everybody thought arguably they were the best team in the NFC, let alone just the NFC North in general. And you have McCarthy go out there and end up throwing that dime to the dime to Jalen Naylor for the win. And I believe we had the most significant. We had like a 12-point. The Lions were like 12-point favorites. Everybody picked the Lions, like everything based around that to end up winning. JJ McCarthy brings out afterwards post-game conference comes out with the 9 alter ego and everything changes from there. But no, I got that first Lions game.
Yeah. All right.
I think as far as like emotions and all that kind of good stuff, yeah. But there's some good stuff out there. There was there was for a season that mostly sucked. There still was some good moments, like good specific games.
Right, for sure. But yeah, moving on. Heart Attack Player of the Year. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
You already have yours?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
JJ
already
McCarthy.
yeah, I know.
So, I mean, pretty self-explanatory overall. I mean, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? The highs, the lows,
Right.
the fluky interceptions, the amazing runs, basically this season was a little bit of everything you can see from quarterbacking and all in a quarterback's actual first year starting. It was rough, man. It was a rough season to sit here and kind of go through it. But again, I think the highs are still there. You got to stick with it. But man,
yeah,
was it tough? Was it tough this year? Just kind of going through the ebbs and flows of a quarterback in his first season, especially as this one as marred by injury as this one was.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even a question. It is. I mean, as much as I'm still on the JJ McCarthy train. I don't care what anybody says. I'll be on it all fucking off season and all that good stuff. But it was definitely up and down. And even going, and I'll even go to, I think Nick, I think Nick said he did, or I think you actually typed he did good in the first half of the last game, but I'm assuming you meant he wasn't great in the last, I don't know.
Against the Packers, he was before he got hurt.
He was doing all right. So, yeah. But that's the kind of thing with the heart. But that's the thing. So with JJ McCarthy, for most Viking fans, not everybody, who wanted to see him fail from the start. I know that's not you, Nick. But for people that wanted to see him fail to the start, but people like me and Casey who are rooting for this kid and want him to be a Vikings franchise quarterback because we picked him top 10, you're going in every game and you just want him to do so well. And then he makes like those throws, even in that last Packer game where he had two of those, like every game, he was like one of those just hopeful, throw it up in the air throws that would end up generally getting intercepted. That wasn't the case for him in that Packer game, but he threw two throws where you're like, ooh, you should never throw those balls.
Yeah.
And then that's like on top of as far as a heart attack, like you want him to do so good. And then all of a sudden you're like, just don't throw a single interception today. And he does. And then he does another one.
For sure. All right. What do we got next? Most disappointing player. Now you want to talk about a category that could have been a ton of players.
Yeah.
Most disappointing is one of those that fits so many options. And we'll kind of talk about them all, but I'm going to go with my number one most disappointing here.
Hold on. This one I have is definitely so disappointing. This player is so disappointing that I think some people just forget how disappointing it actually was.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Yep. And FT Matty.
Okay. Yep. Me and Nick are on the same page here. Yep. Look, you could have gone with a lot of the free agent acquisitions of Kwesi this year. You look at the sack numbers and they kind of match how they looked the last couple of years with Allen and Hargrave, but I think you could say both of those at this point were L signings. You just didn't get big enough impact. I mean, they were being outplayed by undrafted rookies or undrafted guys in Jalen Redmond and 7th round picks in Levi Drake Rodriguez. So you could have gone with any of them, but I just think with Hawkinson, just kind of the way that he's been playing, we're expecting a big year, especially playing with rookie quarterback in Max Brosmer, quarterback in his first year starting in JJ McCarthy, and a veteran quarterback in Carson Wentz, who at least you think has been here for a couple weeks, smart enough to find his check downs with Hawk. But there just wasn't the impact there from Hawk, honestly, since his knee injury. And that's unfortunate, but there's really no excuses this year. I mean, you had a full offseason worth of work. You were one of the guys who actually was able to participate all season with your all off-season training camp with JJ McCarthy, and you just did not make an impact that you're being paid to make.
Yeah, and I agree with that. He had a couple solid games, especially towards the end, but most of the time, like it seems like a no-brainer. We got to move on from him. But Ivan Pace Jr., a couple years ago, we thought he was going to turn into our star middle linebacker. We thought we were set at linebacker for the foreseeable future with him and Blake Cashman. And I know he was kind of up and down last season, probably mostly down. So maybe people's expectations were much lower, but he was still supposed to come into the season to the point where we didn't even grab Eric Wilson until like right when the season started. And Ivan Pace Jr. loses his starting job. Eric Wilson takes it without even a question. And Ivan Pace Jr. is just on special teams, even making a couple mistakes there, costly mistakes at that point as well. And, he was someone that I was hoping was going to have a bounce back. Like I don't know, maybe we should do this, like the same thing, like going into the season, but he could have been my bounce back player of the year, hopeful at least going into this one. And just a big disappointing to me, to the point where it's like, we need to get Eric Wilson, or we're gonna have to like for sure go into this draft and find someone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on,
all right.
Eric? Finally to the number one,
the big one,
the big one here. MVP of the Minnesota Vikings season.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's fair. And look, now is he the best player on this team? No, I mean Justin Jefferson is on this football team. Obviously, the best player on this team. But you want to talk about the guy that was just there when you expected him, scored a shit ton of points, did his job pretty much perfectly every freaking time, and that was Will Reichard. Will the MF and Thrill. I mean,
first team All-Pro.
First team All-Pro kicker when there's other names that they could have gone with that are a lot more popular than Will the Thrill. But man, this kid was nails all year long. There was people ready to get rid of him when he was missing kicks in training camp. And all he did was come out and put up one of the best seasons from a kicker that we've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect on extra points throughout his career. The 2 misses we've talked about is just absolutely shrouded in controversy.
Yep.
But the dude is just absolute nails. I mean, breaking records at Soldier Field.
Yep.
He's an absolute freaking stud.
Yeah, dude. He is. And I mean, obviously, he had a great year. Obviously, it's never a good sign when your MVP is your kicker.
Yeah.
But there's not even a question. There's no one like you could have probably, if you were to go outside of him, like you're probably digging into Jalen Redmond again and maybe Eric Wilson. Because there's no one on the offense. Like, even though Justin Jefferson was my offensive player, like we can't pick him as our MVP because he just wasn't this season. And like you said, like, I mean, if there's one good thing for sure was a consistency of not having to worry about our kicker at least. And it got to the point where you weren't even wavering every time he stepped on the field. It didn't matter from what distance. And that's the biggest thing, man. Like people were talking about he can hit 40-yard field goals all day, but people said they're worried about his leg. But man, you get a guy that's hitting the most 50-yard field goals in a single season. That's fucking huge. And then goes out and what was it? 60 what that he hit? Was that the Bears one?
Wasn't it?
What is it? 62?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he just shows his leg. He showed that pretty much all of that was bullshit. You know, his leg or whatever. He's like, I don't know. And he just nails. He's a stud. He's stud. Someone easy to root for. And he kind of has the thing I like about him is he's one of those people who right now he's probably, folding clothes with Kirk Cousins or something. But on the field, he has that fucking fire.
Like, I love he's using the 3 celebration now.
Yeah, the 3 celebration. Like, this dude has some dog. Will Reichard has some dog in him. And I knew that before when we made our Will Reichard video because there's just it shows him tackling people as a kicker and getting in their face and shit, just like JJ McCarthy, man.
For sure. So that does it for our 2025 season awards. Again, tough to do when you had a season like we did, but there were definitely some standout performers and guys that deserve the recognition. I guess anything else you want to add to anything?
Just that we are giving away this Will the Thrill rookie card. So get the hashtag skulls in the comments. We're about to give this away. I mean, what do you think? We could do a mock quick. It's like a 3-rounder.
Sure.
Why not? We'll get that going. Let's do it. Do you want to bring it up, Casey?
Yeah, give me one.
Keep it quick. We'll keep it quick, and then we'll get rid of this card. We'll run this card.
Hopefully, I don't need to sign in, and I do. No, I don't. We're here.
Nice.
All right.
4-round down says. All right, we'll go 4-round. We'll make this one quick.
Sure.
We're making this one quick with it. And for the giveaway, we got 9 entries. I'm probably for this one, I think for the giveaway today, I'm probably just gonna run the normal giveaway thing. Oh fuck, I just messed something up.
Cool. All right, let me know when you're ready.
Hold on a second. All right. Oh yeah, the giveaway. I'm just gonna run it on the regular giveaway thing. We're not gonna do the duck race today since I don't have like tons of time, but we're doing this mock draft instead. Here actually, let me. Yeah, you can run it. You can run
All right.
it.
So we're just gonna go turbo mode. All right.
Who we got? It's community draft. Who you guys thinking? Go back to the top. Sonny. Ooh, I got yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna go with Sonny Styles here. I haven't watched them personally
Trade back to
yet.
24 if you wanted to.
No, dude. I think Sonny Styles. There's people who think he's gonna be like top 10. I haven't watched him personally yet, but we need to. Well, click his name real quick. Because is he like a prototypical linebacker, or is he like an edge rusher type of guy?
I think he's a prototypical linebacker.
Yeah.
Solid
we could definitely use that.
Against the pass, 6'5", 243.
He's that type of name, I think, that if he's there and we do need and we don't have Eric Wilson, that's the best player available at a spot that's needed, even if it's not your biggest need.
That's weird. I mean, rank 11, 13, right around 13, pick 13 to 14, draft position. Sure.
But we got some people, no way we'll be there at 18. We got a bunch of people saying Kenyon. Who's that?
The tight end from Oregon.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. I like him, but I don't know if I want to. There's so many good tight ends that get picked in pretty much the best tight ends are third round picks every single time.
How we feeling about this guy? Dylan Steinman.
Ooh, what's his size?
6 foot, 205.
Not too terrible. Over 200 at least. I like him. We need a safety.
Guy that there's a guy Nick's talking about.
Connor Liu, get the center. God, we need someone in that secondary though. Who they're saying, yes, he's a must pick. They're talking about who? Are you talking about the Oregon guy or the center?
Steinman. Okay, I like it. I mean,
I like it. We need a.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick.
Sorry,
we're doing it.
I mean, Nick, you probably know about this guy.
Don't need more edge rushers, but
I don't really need more. But yeah, I mean, what else have we got there?
Maybe eventually you might need another one, but
tight end. How's that Eli Stowers guy?
769 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6'4", 235.
Ooh, solid. Solid size. Who else we got there? Go down real quick. Emmanuel already got a center. Emmett Johnson is there. I know you like him.
I do.
Julian Neal. I mean, 6'2", 208. That's pretty good size. Weak tight end draft, to be honest. Showers is meh. What are you guys thinking here? Should we take? DT is needed. Yeah, we probably could have picked a safety later, but if he's a baller, which I haven't looked into him yet, I'm just going with your guys' word for it. What are you guys thinking? What's the average draft position for that cornerback down there?
For Julian Neal, 89.
Yeah, 87, 89, 87. I like his size.
Emmett Johnson. I do love me some Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, we do like Emmett Johnson. All right, let's just do Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
He's got that twitch, son.
Johnson is where I'd go to. Okay, cool. See, look, and I literally just watched a little bit of him, and I'm just like,
Daryl Jackson.
He has that shiftiness that I like to see.
Yeah, he does. He's from Minnesota too, by the way.
He is.
I mean, we could go defensive interior here at this point. I'd be cool with that.
Not very good. Know.
What's his size though?
6'5", 337.
Ooh, see?
Okay, I like it.
Them nose tackles. That's something we definitely still need.
He's your running back 4. Okay, cool.
What's your thoughts on Coleman, Nick? Because I watched Coleman last season going into there, and I was like, he's like a little bowling ball, but I didn't watch him this season, but I wasn't like extremely impressed with. I had Coleman ranked like pretty low last year when I looked at him, and he's ranked round 2 now. let you see IOL. Can't we put Sonny there or no?
What? Offensive
Sonny
line?
Styles.
Interior
Oh,
offensive
interior. Oh,
line?
I'm thinking. Why am I thinking interior line or middle
Yeah, I mean,
linebacker?
I look. I mean, there's really
MLB.
nothing. I mean, you're looking like reaches here.
Pat Coonage. I'm going with Daryl Jackson here. We need some size. We need
Okay.
some damn size.
I
Still
like
no
it.
cornerbacks though. Here we
I'm
go.
just gonna go with like an A minus. A minus.
A
Yep.
minus. A mine. Oh, agree. Logan Jones. Oh, Logan James. Whoops. We missed. I call these for RB3. I'll have to watch him again, but I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have him that high last year, but we'll see. We'll see. Who's your RB2? The other kid from Notre Dame? Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to bring up this thing again. We're not going to do the duck race again. I'm just going to run this. And then if you're here, you win. You guys kind of know how that works. Here it is. Again, giving away. Whoa, why does it look that crazy right now? Wait, what is going on? What is going on here, mate? Let's see. Oh, there, that's better. Weird. Get the hashtag skulls in for the will, the thrill card. RB2's price for sure. Okay. Get it in here. You got to be here to win. I'm just going to run this one time. I'm running out of time here. All right, let's do it. This is it for all the marbles. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And the winner of the first team All-Pro Will the Thrill record goes to, if you're here, and that is Bleeding Purple. Bleeding Purple. I feel like it's been a minute. Yeah, I haven't seen Bleeding Purple say anything in a while. Oh, T-Bass. I missed you earlier. The Vikings now have the only coach in NFC North without a playoff win.
Yeah. True.
It is very true. Even though the Green Bay, the freaking Matt LaFleur might get fired.
No, they're going to stick with him.
Oh, they did that. They already said.
Well, yeah, they said they're going to try to work out a deal to keep him there. So unless he doesn't want to stay.
Oh, let's go Bleeding Purple. All right, my guy. This Will the Thrill record is your card.
Alrighty. The MVP of the Vikings this year.
The
Based
MVP
off of me and Jamie's opinions, which
I'm
pretty
sure
right
most
about things.
people would probably agree with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. But you got anything else?
Nope, that's it over here.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us for the GG Sports Podcast 2025 award show. Now we can officially put last season behind us, move on to the off season. We'll see you guys next Monday right here. GG Sports Podcast. See you guys then.
School Vikes.